race 2. The wind's at 260-ish. The starting line is at 178, 180-ish. So the pin end's favored. With a line of let's say the line's 180, the wind should be 270. And the wind's about 261, 262. So 8 to 10 to the pin right now. Before race 2. Oh, out of focus here. One thing you have to worry about on these boats, new jibs, you have to worry about the leech cords and foot cords. Every time you switch boats, you got to make sure that those are good. The foot cords, we raced these boats last week and the foot cords come undone right when you get 3 more knots. So I think we're going to have 2 or 3 more knots, either for race 2 here or race 3. So when you switch boats at the very least, because right now we're at 9 knots west. It should be northwest. We're getting a little swing around Point Loma, shifting it to the left down here. North Bay, the wind is like 280. Before race 2. So they postponed for race 2 because this has obviously gone 15 to the right, so we're probably up to where we thought we'd be, 285 on the wind, so this shouldn't take long. It was only 7 knots going into that start, so we'll see. It's a little more now, I think. Less than a minute to go for race 2. The wind's all the way around at 295. They got the mark at 305. Maybe the wind's at 300. So that's kind of the forecast for a little bit later. It should be more 285-ish. So you have to have different plans for this. You're gonna see a bunch of people trying to get to the right. And then if you go left, you kind of got to go all the way, 80% of the way. And then if you tack early in the race, you got to be ready. You got to come off the line and ask yourself, are we lifted or headed? You have to sail the lifted tack off the line, or you have to get going towards the right. And then some people are really going to be pushing hard for the left. These guys look lifted. Coronado must have been over. What do we got? About 8 knots, building a little, a couple little white caps up there, so 8-9 knots full hike. He looks headed. That's what they want. They want headers. They want all these guys to be falling into them. Race 2. The goal down here is to be this boat to leeward and just gaining a half a degree of height over time over those boats upwind of you. So it's just a game of attrition here. A totally different race than race 1, so this will have no resemblance to race 1. The left might pay, but it's really going to be dependent on the timing of the shifts. Right now, if you have a good number and you're on the left, so the numbers right now are going to be in the 330 range on port. If you got 330 or so, you're good. If you're at 345, you're screwed. And this guy wants a 345 on port so he can tack onto a huge starboard lift. So there you go. Current's going out, so he's going to go underneath the ley line. We're on the hard right here, so I wouldn't doubt these guys are going to attack pretty soon as they get anything down. Oh, excuse me. Tide is not going out anymore. Low tide is just in a few minutes, actually. So the tide's probably slack. Here they go. drift looks like it actually went a slight bit left. We're not in the lee of the naval amphibious base, so that's hard to say. Maybe the wind shift was 5 degrees left on this beam so far, but not too bad. These guys just got out really clean off this end. Those guys got clean off that end. Guys are almost bow to bow. We are not on the ley line. I'm on the ley line, just shy of it. There you go, San Diego will just hang as long as they can here. Looks like a righty. So they're gonna hang as long as they can here. There's Juiced back. Juiced has a big hole in the side. You're gonna see it come out from behind San Diego Yacht. You're gonna see a big patch on the back right corner of the orange boat. They got T-boned. All these shots are into the sun. Still not laying the mark there. Oh, maybe they are. Righty and on the same pace. Long Beach won the first race, and in the second race they get juiced. I mean, just look at that thing. It's just a little too fast for the rest of the boats. I think the last 4 times I've raced juiced in the Lipton Cup or last week's Masters, I've won 2 of those races, 3rd another time, maybe 5th another time. I mean, the boat is just fast. Last week we won the race in the Masters by a minute and 10 seconds. What you do with Juiced, you just start clean at the left end and just go, and you'll be top 4.